Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Hate me because I'm rich and I have it all.
I make my own rules, so don't expect me to follow yours.
God first, family second, fun third. It's my way or no way.
Some people don't think I'm smart because I'm pretty, but I'm both.
Margaret always has to brag about her rich husband. It's so annoying.
So, Margaret, what does your husband do?
Well, as you know, my husband is John Jacob Asher. He migrated here from Germany to New York. He became wealthy by carrying furs from the Pacific Northwest to China and also investing in New York's real estate, but also loans to finance his ventures. I mean, everyone was doing it. My husband, just like all the other merchants, arranged partnerships or obtained credit from British suppliers, unlike the farmers who relied on government-sponsored land banks for loans. In 1781, my rich husband and other merchants persuaded the Congressional Congress to charter the Bank of the United States of North America. And the same year, Federalists in Congress chartered the Bank of the United States to issue notes and make loans.
Help me, Bertha. She's been talking about it all night.
I warned you. I'm sorry. I
can't
don't know
do
what to do.
I can't do it.
Once she starts, she can't stop.
Oh, Margaret.
Let's sit down. Tell me about it.
Gertrude, I wasn't done yet. Oh, hi, Bertha. Now, where was I? In 1816, Congress, now ruled by National Republicans, chartered a new nation bank, the second bank of the United States. But these banks were often shady operations that made loans to insiders and lent generously to farmers buying overpriced land. And dubious banks and policies helped bring on the Panic of 1819. Oh, did you guys remember the Panic of 1819?
Yes. Margaret.
It devastated artisans and farmers who sold goods in regions and national markets. In 1790s, my husband and I started buying raw materials and hired from farmers to process them and distribute to finished manufacturers. And Bertha and Gertrude were so mean. They weren't even paying attention the whole time. They didn't even let me get to the best part. So let me tell you. The growth of manufacturing offered farm families new opportunities and new risks. Farmers switched from subsistence crops of wheat and potatoes to raising livestock. As the rural economy churned out more goods, it altered the environment. Oh, how it smelled. It was so foul. Following Jefferson's embargo of 1807, which cut off goods and credit from Europe, the New England states awarded charters 200 iron mining, textile manufacturing, and banking companies, while Pennsylvania granted more than 1,100. By the 1820s, state governments had created a republican political economy, a commonwealth system, that funneled state aid to provide businesses whose project would improve the general welfare. That's it. They could have listened to the rest of that, couldn't they? Gosh.
Oh, what are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Whatever.
What your princess?
You're so
Oh my god, I can help with this. I can do the front.
Stop! Hey, you weren't the one braiding my hair.
Yeah,
Stop.
please.
Gertrude, Jesus.
Ridiculous, right?
This is my horse.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Can I pet your horse?
No.
He's purebred.
No.
Stop. Seriously.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Gertrude and Bertha are getting out of control. The other day, I went to go pet Gertrude's horse, and you know what she did to me?
What?
She didn't let me pet him.
That reminds me of the time I tried to braid Gertrude's hair and she totally pushed me away.
Right there, it was so mean and so rude.
Me too. I tried talking to them and asking them what they were talking about, and they excluded me.
Ugh,
We have to do something about this.
something we all can relate on.
Bertha and Gertrude are the best of friends. They exclude everybody with everything except for themselves. They're really rude. But there's always one topic that they argue about, and I know what it is.
Hi. So, what are you talking about? Wow, what's the
Slavery.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, do you like it, or do you think it's a bad thing?
It's a horrible thing.
You know, what's wrong with it?
It's a good thing.
No.
Wait, do you know how much my family has benefited from slaves?
Do you know how much the slaves have been hurt from it?
So what?
So what? They're people too.
Yeah, and so are we, and we need to make money.
So you're valued more than they are?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
You don't know anything at
Gertrude,
all. You never have.
Okay, so I guess you could say things got out of hand with Bertha and I. I think it's mostly because she comes from the north and I come from the south. So we have opposing views. In the north, they see slavery, they're reluctant to think slavery is a good thing. And in the south, we obviously think it's a positive good. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that it is a good thing. Enslaved blacks represent a huge financial investment in the South. Slavery is a necessary evil that's required to maintain the luxurious planter lifestyle that my family and I get to enjoy. I mean, I guess I am a bit worried that human bondage has corrupted white society because it's created a lazy work ethic among Southerners since they don't have to do the work, they have slaves to do it for them. And it's made our education system inferior to that of the North. But honestly, I think those are insignificant things that people are too worried about. I mean, I think Bertha's been brainwashed mostly by the American Colonization Society especially. They're the ones whose main goal is to free slaves and resettle them in Africa. But honestly, I think they're just ignorant, and so is Bertha. She doesn't understand the way the world works at all.
Gertrude has got so much nerve. I can't even believe that she just argued with me about that. I mean, thousands of slaves volunteered to support the Patriots during the Revolutionary War, and so what are we gonna do? We're gonna give them the freedom they deserve. I mean, is she really not, like, clear in her mind enough to see that? I mean, she's so brainwashed by the South. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I mean, thank God for the Manumission Act. I mean, we should have been able to free our slaves a long time ago. But, I mean, I'm surprised it took Virginia up till 1782 to pass it. But, you know, good thing they did. I mean, evangelical churches support it. I mean, the Enlightenment philosophy supports it. I mean, why doesn't Gertrude support it? I mean, is she really that dumb? Sure, their freedom may mean second-class citizenship, but beats working to death, literally.
This is my sister. Her name is Ida.
Hi.
She's a Protestant, but I forgive her for it. And that's all I really have to say. But she's going to be joining us for dinner tonight. It's going to be really fun.
Super excited.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
So it seems that Elizabeth and Bertha were just too rude to join us today. Obviously, Bertha knows what she's done wrong. She's too scared to face me, because I'm right. So, I guess you could say I've had a really tough week.
Tell me about it.
Little John, he didn't finish his chores on time today.
Oh, I know you did.
I was
right.
I punished him. I gave him a stern punishment. He will never do that again.
Yes.
Interesting.
Punishment.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have a problem.
With punishment a little? Just a little tiny.
I think it's a little outdated.
Outdated? Are you saying I'm outdated?
Yes.
Your parenting methods.
Why? How are they outdated?
Why did he need to be punished for not doing this?
You new Enlightenment people are so annoying. You don't get anything.
No, well, it's just, you have to go with the ages. You need to go with time.
I think it's a,
I think it's a
Sorry.
wonderful thing. Me too. So your Republican motherhood thing, how about you tell me about that?
Yeah, well, okay, so we raise our children with a free hand, with equality and respect. We don't beat our children.
How do you get them to listen to you?
You teach them the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. The 3 R's, they work.
I've heard about your Republican motherhood system. So, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. You're trying to raise them. You raise them yourself, right?
I do. I stay home. I take care of my children. I raise them to be role model Republican citizens.
How are they going to be good citizens if they don't have discipline and structure?
Equality and respect is enough.
Don't
I
be
don't
condescending to your kids. I honestly think that if you're too abrasive and too harsh with the punishment and how you raise your kids, you're going to raise some rebels.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want that.
You don't want them to go against your word.
Well, obviously, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, I thought by bringing you to this dinner, we'd have a fun time. You're my friend. You don't even know them.
You know whose kids get their chores done on time? My kids.
My kids.
You know
Would you
whose
look
kid
at that?
will get their chores done on time from now on? My kid.
Probably not.
I didn't have to be in this position in the first place.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, wow.
God, you know, you and your Enlightenment views, your Republican motherhood views, and your Protestant views, your New Age views, you just don't get it.
Did you have to bring religion into this?
Actually, yeah, because you're wrong. Your religion's wrong.
Why don't you just go back to Europe? I think you belong in England. Yeah, probably think only Puritans should hold office too, don't you?
Actually, I do. They have the same beliefs as I do, and they're right.
And what are those beliefs?
Well, they believe in a strict, one-way of doing things. No leniency. Devote yourself to God, and raise your children with a strict hand.
Well, why would you assume that every child will fit into this one mold, and that this one way of doing things is gonna, fit everyone?
I just know, Ida.
Do you?
I do.
Do you just know? I'm so happy that you just know.
You're just as bad as Bertha.
I like Bertha. I like her. I think I'm gonna be friends with her.
She's gross.
So are you. Oh, why don't you go punish your children?
Yeah.
That was a great conversation.
She even took a long time getting up. It just proves she's getting old.
Honestly, I'm so done right now. Ida is so rude. I came out to have a good time and she just attacked me.
I can't believe she just actually fought me on this. Like, how did she? I don't get it. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, am I hurt? I just wish she was like smarter.
Hurts me and no one understands me and I'm so done with this.
I know she thinks that she's young, fun, and pretty, but she's not even that pretty.
Coming up next on The Real Housewives of the American Colonies. Two sisters will be divided. Friendships will be tested.
Margaret is the most irritating person I've ever met. Margaret, wait! Margaret!
Shocking betrayals will be revealed.
All Gertrude does is start drama. I think it's time for her to go.